Okay, so I did the video on packing up to 11 comics in a bubble envelope. I'm going to do this one and pack in one of these. $15, well, it's like 15 and 5 cents. Medium flat rate box. I don't like to do more than 45 if I can help it. I think there's exactly 45 books in this one. So, we'll get to it. I have 4 bundles like this. There's roughly, 11 in each one. One has 12, obviously. So we'll get started. Same concept as last time. You wrap each one just like you did the first one. The other video. Just like you did in the other video. So you put them all, I'm doing it like this now. So I stagger them. Like I so. And do that. I know it's kind of hard to see this part down here, but I don't have any way to make it any better. My camera will fall over. Oh my god, it stayed. Don't move. I cut these now. Instead of using backer boards, I just use this. It saves me another cost. I'm going to write on there, cut. That little dotted line. People have gotten the hang of that, I assume. Get out my extremely large box of wrap. Found a place, well, not a place, I found a box that's like 3 times bigger for about twice the money that I was paying. So in the long run, it works out to be more economically sound. Anyway, just wrap it around there a couple times. Set it on the edge and get everything so it's all smooth together. And turn it. Wrap it. Easy peasy. Just like that. Same little pack that I did for the other video. Now I'm going to do this 3 more times on the other ones. So I won't force you to watch all that. So I'll be back. There it is. Okay. So we got 4 bundles. All just like in the first video I did. Wrapped up nice and neat with the cut line. And you can literally, you just take this box knife and... So, first thing, on the bottom of the box, I like to put a board of some sort. You can cut boards out of boxes, or you can just, like this was just a piece of cardboard that I cut to fit in there. And I'll do the same thing on the top. You can also, it's the exact size as a magazine backer board, which if you press comics like I do, I use a lot of magazine backer boards, and so I have a lot of scrap ones laying around usually, so I'll figure that out. But what I do with each one of these, I'm still only into it the saran wrap. That's all I've paid for so far as packing everything goes. Everything else has been free so far. So rather than wrap them up in bubble stuff or whatever, I use my trusty bubble envelopes, and I do something kind of funny. I don't know if anybody really even gets it that I do it, but I take this thing and I fold it just like that, but I don't seal it. I just leave it. I mean, it's still like, you could still use this, and shit, you can't see it. Hang on. Let me set these down here. So I just take this thing and I tuck it in there just like that. Now it's got like a lot of space in it. A lot of squishy, like it's not tight in there, but that's fine because air takes up space. And so I do that for each one of them. Stick them in there. I know I'm off camera right now and it makes it a little harder to see. But same deal. I just fold it over, but I leave it so it's not sealed. So the person I'm sending this to potentially can use these bubble envelopes again. They don't give them away at your post office. So if the person that's buying from me, say they sell comics also, then when they get this box, they'll have some bubble envelopes that they can use whenever they send some stuff out. So it's actually like uber recycling. I'm very big on recycling, so it's a good way to reuse stuff. There's no need to waste these things. So I do that with all 4 of them. You don't need to put anything in between them. You don't need to stuff anything down inside of, in between each pack. That's why these are. This is your bubble wrap, but it's free. I mean, really, you pay for it every time you ship a box or a mailer or whatever. So there you go. All the way to the top. Look at that. It's like almost flush with the top. Once I put my next piece of cardboard on there, it'll be good. But I have gaps. I have gaps in these sides. So we'll just take some bubble wrap that I had left over from something somebody shipped to me. And you don't need a whole bunch of it. So you just rip off a chunk big enough for what you need. And roll it up there and stuff it down inside of those gaps. We'll do that on both sides. You see how it's right in here. It's just a little extra. It's already got padding in there, but it's just something extra. You don't really have to do that. Of course, you don't really have to do any of this. You can put them in there without anything holding them all together, and they could bounce all around and get all fucked up, and then you would probably not sell stuff more than once to people. But you can kind of see. No, you can't. You can kind of see. I do it this way. You got stuff in both sides. Just stuffed in there. Just to take up space. Now, I'm going to grab me a spare magazine backer board. And I'm going to stick it right there on top. I mean, it's like the exact size that you need. It's so perfect. It's so great. It's so beautiful. I'm going to close that sucker up. And then you just tape the box closed. That's the label. There's my phone falling. Anyway, you just tape the box closed. So I don't need to show you how to do that. You know how to tape a box closed, right? Anyway, that's how I pack it up. That's how I pack it up. A box. A big box. You can do it however you like. That's how I do it. I hope you like that video. So, ship your comics well. Thank you. Bye.
No.